Hello everyone, welcome back to channel. I am Navaj. In today's video, we are going to learn the IAM service in AWS. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. It's a framework of policies and technologies that ensures the right individuals and systems have the right access to the right resources. It handles two key things. First is authentication and second is authorization. Authentication is verifying who you are, and authorization means determining what you are allowed to do. Basically, IAM decides who can do what. Imagine a new developer joins your company, but you don't want to give them full access to your AWS account. That's where IAM comes in. In this video, we will set up a real IAM user group and policy for the developer. Let's take example. Your company hired a new developer named Rahul, and he needs read-only access to EC2, full access to S3 bucket for uploading and downloading files, no access to IAM or other services also. So let's take example. First, I will log in my AWS account. Now I am logging in with a root user, but it's not a good practice. So that's why creating the IAM user with the limited permission. So first I will logging in, then we will see the IAM service. So guys, I have successfully logged in my AWS account. First, I will search for the IAM service. Here I can see, and also I can search IAM service from the search box. After that, we create a group. This group will hold the permission we want to have the developer. So question is that why we use user groups? Because it's a scalable. Instead of assigning permissions to each user, we assign them to the group once. And every user in that group inherit that permissions. So we will create the user groups. Click on create group. I will provide the name developers group. After that, I will attach the two policies that I want to give access to that developer. So first policy is EC2 read only policy, and the second one is S3 full access. So here is the Amazon S3 full access. I will attach that two policies into this group. So that policies will inherited by that developer. So guys, you can see our user group is ready, but here you can see there is a no user in that group. Now we will create the user and add that user into this developer group, so that policies into that developer group will be inherited to that developer. So we will create the users. I will provide the name. I will provide the name Rahul. Provide user access to the AWS Management Console. I will click on checkbox. So in the console password, I will keep it as a default auto-generated password. You can waive the password after you create the user, and here you can see users must create a new password at next sign in. When he will try to log in first time, that user must have to change his password. I will click on next. Here you can see there is a three options in permission. First one is add user to group. Is that mean we have created the group and we have to add this user into that group, so that policies which is included in this group will be inherited to this user. Second one is copy permission. Is that mean we can copy the permissions of other user to this one. Third one is attach policy directly. Select the attach policy directly and you can select policies from here that you want to assign to that user. But I have already created that group, so I will go with the add user to group option, and I will add that user into developers group, and then I will click on next. Then I will click on create user. So guys, we have got the username and the console password. We must have to copy that console password into our notepad, because whenever we try to log in first time, we have to enter this password. After that, we will get the change password for IAM authentication. Then we will change that password. We have created the user, which is Rahul. Add that user into the users group, which is called developers group. But when we try to log in into our AWS account by using our IAM user, we need the identity, which is this 12-digit identity, and I will store it in my notepad. After creating the group and user, I will also attach the MFA to our user. So after creating the user, next we will enable multi-factor authentication. So I will click on Rahul, which is IAM user, and then I will go to security credentials, and here I will, he is asking me the device name, so I will provide here my smartphone. After that, I will click on authentication app, then I will click on next. Next, in the setup device, I got three options. I will go with the scan QR code, then I will scan it in my Google Authenticator. After scanning the code, I will enter the first MFA code which I am seeing on my screen. And for the second MFA code, I have to wait for 30 seconds that my MFA code will be get refreshed, and then I will enter that MFA code. Then I will click on add MFA, and the, and and guys, I have successfully added MFA code. Now we will try to log out from our root user and we will try to log in with our IAM user. But before of that, you guys might got the question, why MFA? So MFA, because even if our developer password leaks, MFA protect their account. Hackers can't log in without that one time OTP. So we have secure the account of our user. Now I will try to log out from my root user, and then I will try to log in with my IAM user. So I am on the login page of AWS. So this time I will try to log in by the IAM user which we have created. Into the account ID, I will enter the ID that we have copied, 12-digit ID. I have copied and paste here. After that, I will write the username. After that, I will provide the username and the password we have got after creating the user. I will copy and paste here, and then I will simply click on sign in button. And we have to enter the MFA code that we have enabled for the security purpose, for the security purpose, for the security purpose. Then I will click on sign in. So here is asking about the IAM user to change their password. So I will click on continue to sign in. So guys, we have successfully logged in into our AWS account by using the IAM user. So let's test that we have given permission to the roles. So let's test that the access we have given to that developer. If you remember, then we have given the access of EC2 instance read only, and another one is upload and delete the files in S3 bucket. So first I will search for the EC2 instance. After that I will click on dashboard, click on running instance. When we try to launch our instance, I will keep it as default. I will select the key. So there is a no key, so I will create it. So guys, you can see I got here error. You are not authorized to perform this operation. Why? Because if you remember that we only have selected the policy to EC2 instance read only access. But whenever we try to create the new key, it's showing us the error. So it's confirmed this IAM user only have read only access to EC2 instance. The next policy we have given for the S3 bucket. So I will search for the S3 bucket. So I will click on create bucket. After that, I will provide the name to my bucket. My instance bucket 1, 2, 3. And then I will keep the setting as default and I will click on create bucket. So you guys can see that we have successfully created the bucket. As we have given the permission to our IAM user, full permission to S3 bucket. So we'll try to upload and delete the file into our S3 bucket. So I will click on my bucket and then I will go to upload. Then I will click on add file and from my folder I will select one file. You guys might not able to see that my screen or that file explorer. Then I will click on upload. then you guys can see that I have successfully uploaded the file in my S3 bucket. Then again, if I try to delete that file from my S3 bucket, you can see here I will type here permanently delete, and then I will click on delete object. Wait for second. Then guys, you can see that we have able to successfully upload and delete the file from our S3 bucket. So we can confirm that our IAM user also have full access to our S3 bucket. But when we tried for the other services like VPC, we have not allowed our IAM user to create any VPC. So it will have only access. So I will go on VPCs. I will click on create VPC. Then I will provide name to VPC my instance VPC. After that, I will provide here, and then I will keep other setting as default, and then I will click on create VPC. Then you guys can see that error is showing you are not authorized to perform this operation. So you can confirm that our user only have the read-only access for EC2 instance and the full access to our S3 bucket, and cannot able to create the VPC and other services. So it's perfect. Developer has just the access he needs and nothing more than that. That's the power of IAM. So let's recap what we have seen in this video. So we have created a group with a specific permission, added user and assigned them to the group, enable MFA for extra security, tested access to confirm everything works. Now that you have seen IAM in action, try setting it up in your own AWS account. So don't forget to like, subscribe and drop your questions in the comments. See you in the next one.